Hope this finds you doing well. Today's video is going to be a short video on the if, and or functions, and hopefully it will enlighten you a little bit and make it a little easier to work with. We have a small worksheet here for Fitness Unlimited. This is their bonus pay summary. So we have the names of the salespeople here, what their quota is for each quarter, and then what their actual sales amount was for the quarter, and then a performance rating completed by their supervisors. We want to be able to calculate whether or not they're eligible for a bonus, and then what that bonus amount might be, and then if they're a silver member. To become a silver member, their bonus must be a certain amount or greater, and they must have a performance rating greater than or equal to 7. So let's start with whether or not they're eligible for a bonus. So to be eligible for a bonus, they have to meet 2 criteria. The first being their sales have to exceed their quota. The second criteria, they must have a performance rating greater than or equal to 7. So because they have to meet 2 criteria, we're going to use the AND function. So I'm going to press equals, and then I'm going to begin typing and when I get the AND keyed in, we see that the AND function comes up. So I'm going to double click on it. And now we're going to have 2 criteria. The first is their sales, the value in C4, greater than their quota, the value in B4. I'm going to put a comma, and now I'm going to put the second logical test. Is their performance rating, the value in D4, greater than or equal to 7? So I'm going to use the greater than or equal to 7. Now remember, in the AND statement, both logical tests must be true. So I hit enter, and this value for Andrews came up as true. His sales exceeded his quota. His performance rating was 7 or higher, so he is eligible for a bonus. Now I'm just going to fill down once, and this value comes up false. Although the salesperson Lee sales did exceed the quota, his performance rating was not 7 or higher. Lee did not meet both the logical tests. So now I'll go ahead and fill down for the rest of the salespeople. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people who are eligible for a bonus. Now to calculate their bonus amount, the employee has to be eligible for a bonus. If he's eligible for a bonus, his bonus is 3% of his sales. If he's not eligible for a bonus, then he gets 0 for his bonus. So this is the if statement. If he's eligible, he gets an amount. If he's not eligible, he does not receive a bonus. So again, we'll start with the equal sign. If. So what's our logical test? Remember, the if function has 3 parts. It has a logical test, and then it has a true value and a false value. Well, our logical test is he eligible for a bonus? So does E4 equal true? That's our logical test. What's the value if true? Well, if it's true, he gets a 3% bonus on his sales. So I click in C4 and I multiply it by 0.03, which is a 3% bonus. What's the value if it's false? Well, if it's false, he does not receive a bonus. So I'm going to put a 0 there, and I close with a parenthesis. So the logical test is E4 true. If it is, 3% bonus. If it's false, no bonus. So based upon our if function, Andrews receives a $4,726.71 bonus. Now I'm just going to fill down one cell again, and we'll notice that Lee does not get a bonus. He was not eligible. Therefore, the false value came up 0. Now I'll go ahead and fill down, and we can see our employees or our salespeople who are eligible for a bonus. Now, to become a silver member, they have to meet 2 criteria. They have to have a bonus amount greater than $4,726.71, and they have to have a performance rating of higher than 7. They have to have a bonus amount of greater than $4,000. So equals, now we're going to use the if, but because they have to meet 2 criteria, we're also going to use the and function here. So we're going to have 2 logical tests that they have to meet. The first is their bonus amount greater than $4,000. The second logical test is their performance rating greater than or equal to 7. So there's our 2 logical tests, and because we use the and function, they have to meet both of them. Now, if the value is true, they're a silver member. And if the value is false, they're not eligible. And again, looking at my formula, I have 1, 2 left parenthesis, so I need to have 1, 2 right parenthesis. So I'm going to click on the enter, and it says here that Andrews is a silver member. He had a bonus that exceeded $4,000. He had a performance rating that was 7 or higher. And now I'll go ahead and fill down. And we'll see that from our employees, we had 2 members who are identified as silver, meaning that they had bonuses of 4,000 or greater, and they have a performance rating of 7 or higher. Both values have to be met. Now let's make one adjustment here. Let's change the and to an or. So we're going to use the or function. Now the difference between the and the or, in the and function, both logical tests must be true. In the or function, only one of the logical tests must be true. So I'm going to click on enter, and we see that Andrews is still a silver member as he met one of the 2 criteria. But as I fill down, we're going to go from 2 silver members to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 silver members. The difference, we didn't have to meet both criteria. We only had to meet one of the 2 criteria. And so even though Atkinson did not have $4,000 in a bonus, he did have a performance rating of 7 or higher. Therefore, he met one of the logical tests, which made him eligible. So let's go ahead and change this back to the and. Click on enter. And then let's fill down to update our formulas. And if we wanted to, we could select this range of cells, change them to the accounting format to clean it up a little bit. So that's an illustration of how we use the if, the and the or functions. Hopefully it helped. Good luck in Module 3.